Hello everybody, welcome back to Casual Gamer Oz as we move into round 4 of Season 5 on F1 2017 Career Mode. We're in Russia, the Sochi Autodrome. Ben Waterworth, Toro, Rosso driver. My name is Ben Waterworth. Highest qualifying here of 7th back in Season 1 of F1 2016. Highest finish here of 10th, Season 2, F1 2017. Let's do this. Got our big upgrade coming in for the next Grand Prix in Spain. Our big fuel increase upgrade, which should hopefully mean we can run in rich mode pretty much the entire length of a 5-lap race. At least that's what you would assume it would do, but I don't actually know what it will do until we get it on Spain. And of course, knowing our luck, it will probably fail. We haven't had a failure installing a component since Season 1, so probably jinx that out of myself there, as that sun really gets into your eyes as you come around that sweeping section here in Sochi. And 15th is where we're expected to finish, and I would gladly take 15th here in Sochi. Top 10 would be nice. 7th, of course, as I said, is our highest ever grid finisher here at the Sochi Autodrome, and that would be very handy to get ourselves a point again, or get a corner cutting there. Luckily I didn't get completely disqualified from the session like I did in Canada a few seasons ago. We can stretch our legs slightly here into the back straight, open up the DRS. We know we lose a lot of time generally in the second part of this track, so don't get your hopes up for 6th place at the moment, Ben. Whoa, as I get a little bit close to the wall there. I think a bit of my front wing came off there. Just going to switch focus and not worry about it. We're still in the race. Got a little bit too close to the wall for my liking as I'm cutting the circuit again. No warning though. Still hanging on to 6th place at the moment. Just braking myself a little bit earlier there. Into the last corner. Can we hold on to 6? Can we hold on to 6? I think we got 6!
Good work.
We did! Oh, that's our highest qualifying in some time since Italy last season when we got 5th.
The grid is all set then for the race tomorrow.
Oh, alright. Let's cross focus now to the Grand Prix and see if we can get some focus here moving forward. We're just behind Australian Daniel Ricciardo. All Aussie 4th row there. 3rd row, I should say. Let's go race day. I'm going to do that now. Best qualifier, best finish here, as I said, 10th. Season 2, F1 2017. Still a bit of a bogey track here, Russia. We've kind of turned it around slightly, but still a lot can happen. It's a bit of an interesting run into turn. Well, it's a very long-term one. It's very Valencia-esque, this circuit, if you remember Valencia. I liked Valencia. You know, not many people did. I like racing around it. Watching it was generally a bore. Should get a few points here. 607. Surely we're going to close the gap on him here. Oh, we're up to 3 now. Well, that's bullshit. Reputation goes up just a smidge. Looks like we're going to dry race. Alrighty, here we go. 6 on the grid. Last time we qualified this high, as I said, 5th in Italy. We ended up that race in 4th. And have we ever qualified 6 on F1 2017 before? If I just go through my notes, and it doesn't look like we've actually been in position 6 on F1 2017. In F1 2016 we were. And we won that race. That was our very first win. We won in Italy, starting 6 on the grid. Alright. We're about to get through this here. Sochi, our highest qualifying of the season. We've got the inside line. Here we go, folks. How will this work out for us? We're at the pointy end of the grid. We're underway in Russia. Fast starting car behind us. And on either side of us there. Wow, we get a very slow start. Whoa, I'm getting squeezed into it. I've just had to let go of the throttle there because I did not trust those guys. Happened here before, and don't tell me I've got damage to the front wing, Jeff. Don't tell me. Come off it. As I go off circuit there slightly to avoid the Massa Williams. And we're going to go side by side with the Red Bull. Side by side with the Red Bull. We're going to hold on to it. We're going to hold on to it. We're going to hold on to it. We're going to go up the inside of Raikkonen. No, we're not. And, oh, well, get off me there, Red Bull. I don't know if it's Ricciardo or Verstappen. It's Ricciardo. Battle of Australia there. If we've got damage to the front wing, I can't really feel it. It's only minor, I feel. And we're just going to try and hang on to the back here of Vettel. We haven't lost any positions. We haven't gained any positions. We're still in 6th. But a very aggressive start by drivers around me there. As we've got Vettel up here racing. I don't know who they're racing actually. How's our front wing? It's yellow. Okay. It's not red. So that's a good sign. We stick onto rich mode still. We will. As the Ferrari ahead. So that's Vettel, who's racing Massa. Vettel's had a poor start, and Massa's had a brilliant start. Look at them go wheel to wheel through that section there. Fantastic driving there by the AI. And we might be able to pounce on both of them here at the moment for 4th place. We're hanging on to the back of them. This is what we want to do. We want to race at the pointy end. Whoa, and I'm going to clip Massa, and I'm going to definitely go red now on the front wing. Far out! And that is going to affect us even more so now. I'm surprised I didn't get a penalty for it. That is so disappointing once again. No, we don't want to change the strategy, Jeff. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. We're going to go up the inside here of Massa. Oh, yeah, go away, Felipe. Thank you very much. We'll take the position. Oh, this car is starting to feel difficult to steer. Not as bad as I thought it might be, but still not as good as I want it to be. And for the 4th consecutive Grand Prix, we find ourselves having to battle front wing damage in a good position in the Grand Prix. It's frustrating. Verstappen's got ahead of Massa. So I'm going to have a racy Red Bull on my rectum. Keep this in rich mode still just a little bit longer. Just up into this main straight section here. And hopefully next Grand Prix around we won't have to worry about switching out of rich mode, given our ultimate update that we've included on the car for Spain. Verstappen getting racy. I don't see how that's possible when I have a faster engine. Obviously that Red Bull got a little bit more of a complete car than us in the Toro Rosso. But we'll maintain that. Holding on to it here again. Struggling with understeer and downforce with the damaged front wing. Hamilton leading this one. Vettel though setting the fastest lap now that he's in a bit of clean air. Now I can't do that again. I've had 2 warnings for exceeding track limits. So we know for a fact that I'm not going to get another warning. I'm going to put it up to rich modes here as Verstappen will get some DRS on me. Take it out of it there now, and hopefully that has kept him at bay enough. Very racy cars at the beginning of this race. I thought I was going to get shoved into the wall there at one point, because we saw that happen a few seasons ago with a Renault. I remember going wheel to wheel with me against the wall. It was kind of like ping pong, and we banged into the wall. So get a bit aggressive there with Verstappen to push him out of it. And again, I'm just starting to get ragged now, as I really start to feel the damage on this car. And it's all about defending this position. 5th would be a huge win for us. We're only going to finish 12th or higher. The better you qualify and the better you start performing, the more they expect of you. But 5th, we have not finished this high in a very long time. 4th in Italy, I know. But this would be a big early season boost for us, as we obviously look to finally try and leave Toro Rosso after 5 seasons. As if you're going to be driving for Toro Rosso for that amount of seasons. Absolutely ridiculous. And it's just a familiar feeling at the moment that we're defending ourselves after damaging a front wing early on in the Grand Prix. Now do not cut the corner here, Ben. It's tempting, but you can't do it. Alright, you're going to put it into rich mode here to back off the threat of DRS. You got 2 Red Bulls behind you here. That will be good for your reputation points against those guys. The more senior team, the junior team beating them, they might not be happy on paper, but they'll look at me as a driver and go, well, this kid can drive. Just maintain. It's not going to happen if I run myself wide there. Just release the throttle slightly. Hang on to the car, Ben. Hang on to the car. You're doing it well there. Verstappen again, getting very impatient behind you. Focus on your own race. Don't focus on his. Saw what happened in Bahrain on that last lap. Don't want a repeat of that. Keep pushing. Stay on target. Stay on target. Oh, no, 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 no. Cut the track a little bit there. Already had 2 warnings. Don't think they give you a third. Well, Massa's starting to get a little bit racy again on Verstappen. That Williams obviously was very racy. He's got ahead of Verstappen now. Now Verstappen's got it back ahead. It's good. We want those two to keep racing each other. So that means then that they can focus on each other and not me. That is going to be very handy if that can keep happening. Massa ahead of Ricciardo. And therefore, focus on Max. Alright, here we go. Up to rich mode for one more power burst. We might keep it on rich mode for the rest of this lap. We should be able to survive, I think, on rich mode for one more lap. Massa's going to get Verstappen. It's what we want. Those two banging wheels. Massa, of course, banging wheels before with Vettel. And I was a beneficiary of that, even though my front wing wasn't. Couldn't quite pull the move on Vettel. And he's pulled away something chronic since. But I maintained it over Massa, who's maintained it now over Verstappen. Good work there, Felipe Massa. At Williams is looking quite racy. As is the Force India. So, interesting. Now, I think we saw a Williams on the podium, didn't we? I'm just thinking of cars we've seen on the podium outside of the top 2. So a Red Bull once. Obviously, myself have been on the podium once in F1 2017. We're talking about Williams. I think they were in one Grand Prix. Alright, focus, Ben. Worry about that sort of stuff after the Grand Prix. You've got to worry about Massa here because he's got a good run on you. He's got DRS, obviously. Hold your line into the braking zone. Hold it through there. Don't cut the track. Don't leave him too much of a space. He might dive bomb up you there. Hamilton wins the Grand Prix. It's 2 in a row for Lewis. I think it's 2-2 now to start this season. It's a good start for both Hamilton and Vettel. 2 corners to go here to hold on to 5th place, our highest finish of the season. Don't cut it. I think we've got it. We're going to do it. 5th place.
Top job, my friend. Top job. I was a bit worried about this one at the start of the weekend, but you pulled through. Thank you.
You're welcome, Jeffrey. The one time that you're an annoying shithead. And we have an invitational race, of course, after this, but oh, that feels good. Obviously, the front wing cost us a little bit of time there to really gain on Vettel, but we'll gladly take that one. So, just have a look how tight this was at the beginning, because I got squeezed out of it. I had a fast-starting Williams. It's Massa. And I'm going to get squeezed here by a Williams, Red Bull and a Force India. That's where a bit of damage to my front wing has come across. And the 2 Mercedes. We've got 3x3 there with the 2 Ferraris and the Williams. And shoved out by Ricciardo. And then I'm going to say to Danny Rick, listen, mate, I know you're a good guy because you're an Aussie and you're a nice guy, but I want your seat next year. And I'm just going to go straight through. Nearly got Vettel there again. Clashed with Ricciardo again. Whoa, he shoves me out of it, but that's how we do that. So Hamilton, Bottas, Raikkonen, Vettel dropped down. Very poor start there by him. Standings, I've moved up into 9th place in the championship. That's good, 16 points. Nearly halfway of what I got last season. Hamilton leading the championship by 1 point. Constructors, we're 6th. Williams and Force India are very racy this season, so I don't think we're going to catch them. But let's just move forward to see how many points we get here. So we get into our invitation, and obviously we're going to have this major upgrade on our car. Hopefully that'll work for Spain, which hopefully will work in our proverbial favour. Let's just get a good boost in our points here and our reputation, hopefully. Anytime today would be fantastic. 93, is that all? Oh, okay. Oh, 2 infractions occurred, minus 2 points. Oh, they would be the warnings. So I get a bonus of Wow, 8 points for being first driver. Wow. How's our rivalry? Oh, we're still within 3 because he gets 3 points as well. He got a fastest lap. Well, that's just frustrating, isn't it? And, oh, look at that. Red Bull are interested in us having a bit of a sniff. Williams, Force India. We need to keep them going up. We're going to have an invitational race next, obviously. Hopefully we have a Renault R26 or a 95 Ferrari in the meantime. Like, subscribe, comment here on Casual Gamer Oz as we continue our 5th season here on Career Mode F127. Good night.